Today, my boys and I watched the Fellowship of the Ring, the first of the three Lord of the Rings trilogy movies. And of course, Frodo is the main character and the main hero in these movies. But the person I enjoy watching the most is Aragorn. And, he comes in as this mysterious sort of ranger. Nobody really knows who he is. But then throughout the first movie, you start to get these hints of, oh, he has a royal bloodline. Like, he might be the king someday. And they foreshadow that through the whole first movie. And so in the final movie, Return of the King, he is the king. And so you see that, and he ends up triumphant and is the king of his people and his land again. And it reminds me a little bit of Jesus and his story. And of course, Tolkien, who wrote The Lord of the Rings, was a Christian and certainly used a lot of that imagery throughout his books. And when you think about Jesus, he came to earth not as a king as the earth would see him. He was born to a poor family in a really poor backwater town and grew up for his 30-some years, 33 years, having really nothing. And so most people missed him, even though there'd been years, hundreds of years of prophecy foretelling his coming. People missed him. Most of the world missed that it was him, that he was actually the Son of God and the King. And of course, he was killed because people mistook him for somebody else and didn't realize he was the King. But the good news for those of us who follow Jesus is we know that he's returning. So we'll have our own return of the King. And this Christmas season, that's what we celebrate. We celebrate his first coming when he was born, but we look forward to his second coming when he returns. So be encouraged by that. Have a wonderful Christmas weekend and live with grace.